Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marco Gonzalez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
So digging in now, Josh Reddick. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, D-Roll?
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here for Josh Reddick, number 25 for him on the year, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Standing in, George Springer. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Springer is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Swinging a soft liner. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Bregman, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Here's the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 2 for 8. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. On to the bottom of the first, and Houston's off to an early 1-0 lead. Josh James gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Maldonado is there. And that retires the side. Second inning set to go. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Yuli Gurriel. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Gurriel is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
To the plate now, Jamie Ritchie, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Coming in is Haniger. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And this throw gets away from him.
Got it. The catcher.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So here's Josh Reddick. Line to the right side. Haniger is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward the alley and left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Maldonado isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
The bat, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Dan Altavilla enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Here's Carlos Correa now. He swings and grounds it to short. Crawford gloves it, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. The Astros lead it 5-0. Dan Vogelbach is next. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Liner toward right center. Springer is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8.
First pitch on its way. Jake Fraley is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 5th.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Crawford, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. 1-1 the count now. Here it comes. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Vogelbach makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Nope. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in, Jamie Ritchie. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So he's aboard following the 2-out base hit, and here in the penultimate month of the season, look up that word in your summer homework, kids. It's time to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 out with the man at first. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Root is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 left for the Astros as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Back now for the Mariners' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they're having troubles in 2 significant areas: on-base percentage and strikeouts, both of which they rank near the bottom of the league. One coach told me they're doing everything they can to make adjustments, most notably by having more patient at-bats. He said there are times to be aggressive early in an at-bat, but for the most part, we need to do a better job of working the count. We have to draw more walks and get into better hitters' counts. That's something to keep in mind as we watch them the rest of the way, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Dylan Moore is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side, and they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. Now batting, Shed Long. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. None left. Tom Murphy is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching.
Matt McGill, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Here's George Springer. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Looking up is Hediger. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 31 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ground ball right into the shift. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping up as the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Lined into right, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Mariners nothing. So here's Malik Smith. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Popped him up. Gurriel onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 1.
Into the box now, Sean Root. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the 4th. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Reddick. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Fraley is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 for the. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Michael Brantley.
He's set. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Fouled off. The 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Fraley comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
The batter, the first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Jamie Ritchie. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And that misses, ball 1. 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Popped up. Vogelback is under it near the mound, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. He's set, and the pitch.
No, inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
That evens it up 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Push to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it. And welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Tom Murphy comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will bang up against the 326 sign. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
So far this season, Moore brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
He's set, now the pitch. Shed Long is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Now here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Fraley is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
From the stretch, George Springer stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Count is 1-2 now. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. Now this one's crushed. Left field line and foul, though it had the home run distance. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman. Home run number 47 thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Austin Adams gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 66 on the year, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well, because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Over the bullpen and gone. A 2-run job by Yuli Gurriel, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now as the blowout continues. Yoshihisa Hirano gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Michael Brantley. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 21 for him on the season, as this lead got even wider. At the plate now, Jamie Ritchie. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
To the plate now, Martin Maldonado. He swings and grounds it to short. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Josh Reddick. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the belt, the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Astros on top, 12-1. Malik Smith the next to hit. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Behind 0-2 now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, mate.
Sean Root started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here, but meanwhile that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Hit out towards second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Mitch Haniger stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Chopper to short. He's got it. Step on the bag for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Mariners go down quietly there. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings in George Springer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Root is under this one. 1 gone.
Now batting, the third
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Alex Bregman, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. A ball and no strikes. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
2 balls and a strike to count. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Reined in. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Carl Edwards Jr. comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Adios, pelota. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 35 now on the season as they just continue to pour it on here. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm. Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Fouled away. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jamie Ritchie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 3 runs already home here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Martin Maldonado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Brendan Brennan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Astros lead this one 17-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Daniel Vogelback.
Number 20.
Kyle Tucker is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field. Number 30.
Miles Straw will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jake Fraley becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. In now, J.P. Crawford, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
At the plate, Alex Bregman, as he grounds one briskly to short. To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Roy, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Carlos Correa is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Brian Abreu is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tom Murphy is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Strong calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Shed Long. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Settling in now, Kyle Tucker, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Left side. Scooped up. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Ready now, Jamie Ritchie. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Murphy has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Striding forward now is the DH, Malik Smith. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sean Root is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Liner towards second. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
The batter, the right fielder.
Mariners are down to their final out now. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. 1-0 the count. That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Haniger with a drive. That one's hit well to deep left field. Gone! So now to the plate, Daniel Vogelback, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Last chance for the Mariners. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter. But it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
17-2 the final tally today. The Astros, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Josh James earned his 9th win of the year. Marco Gonzalez was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game,